The Dubuque Area Arts Collective presents Ruix Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ruix Podcast. My name is Jon Eagle, and how are tricks? How is tricks? How's tricks? I've always heard it how's tricks, but grammatically it should be how are tricks, I would think. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Today's episode is number 17. And I'm going to be talking to local Dubuque singer-songwriter Erin Hedley. But I'll get back into that in a second. First, I want to plug Music Series 10, which is coming up in a few weeks, maybe about a month. Anyway, that's going to be January 29th, and it'll be another metal show down here at the Ruix, in the Ruix headquarters. And it will feature Tyranny's Tyranny from Madison, Wisconsin, Young Indian from right here in Dubuque, and also Snuff Queen from right here in Dubuque. Should be a good time, and as always, your donations are taken at the door. So looking forward to that one. As far as other DAAC-related events, it is the end of the year and the holidays, and everything's hectic in everybody else's schedule, so there doesn't seem to be any events to plug right now, except for the fact that the In Harmony television show that we've been sort of doing. We had a surplus of episodes that we were sort of filming at the end of the year, and we're done for a while, at least until next month. And starting next month, we're gonna be filming them just once every month, as opposed to once every week. But anyway, those are going to continue to air, so keep your eye on channel MC22 if you are in Dubuque and have cable. Otherwise, keep your eye on the Highway 11 Films YouTube channel. That's Dean Wellman's YouTube channel, and he puts up the uncensored episodes on that. So, like I said, keep your eye on that. Erin is our second guest that's a female, so that's sort of exciting. But also, Erin and I used to play in a band together, so we have that to talk about. We had played in a kerosene circuit quite a few years ago now, I guess. I guess it was only 2 years ago that band sort of dissolved. But we've even talked about, collaborating again since then. She's a really talented singer-songwriter, and I don't know how multi her instrumentalism goes. I know she plays guitar and bass. Beyond that, I'm not sure. So I don't know. She's a tiny, petite girl, so she probably plays, ukulele. I would just imagine. But either way, I'm excited to have her on the show, and let's go check in with her now and see how she's doing. There was a reason, I was seriously doing that into a mic for some reason, almost like, most definitely it was recently. Okay. But I don't remember what it was for. I feel like maybe it was Legal Fingers. I don't know. Maybe you weren't there and it's just a coincidence that we were talking about.
Just a lot of lip smacking.
Anyway, Erin Hedley, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here with Erin Hedley, and she's a singer-songwriter from here in town, and just thanks for coming on the show.
Well, thanks for having me. This is nice. I like this. It's nice and cozy down here.
Have you ever been on a podcast before?
This is my first time.
First time?
Yeah, first time.
Virgin podcast.
Yeah. Is it going to get weird?
I don't know. Hang on.
It's going to get weird.
It's okay.
All right.
We'll get a little bit of Bob in there. It's okay. Love you, buddy. Well, first of all, oh, geez. I forgot what we were talking about. That derailed me for a minute there.
You're fine. Take your time.
Well, first of all, how are you? Because I feel like I haven't really seen you in a long time. Like, I know that's probably partially my fault because it
is your fault.
I'm doing school and
yeah, but you're done now.
Well, close. I still have a pile of finals to do next week, but
after that, you're good. Did you already get your classes all set up
for next semester?
See, now I'm going to interview you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, this isn't about me, but yes, I did actually.
But yeah, no, I'm good. I'm really good. Working, writing, a little bit of everything.
You are writing?
I am writing.
Okay, well, I should say that Erin is a singer-songwriter here in town. And we have a little bit of a musical professional history together in that we used to play in Kerosene Circuit together. And we've even talked about collaborating again sometime.
Rooster and Boots.
Hopefully that'll... Rooster and Boots?
Rooster and Boots.
All right, we'll get into that in a minute. When did you start, like... Did the singing come before the playing, or the playing before the singer, or kind of around the same
I don't
time?
know. I mean, probably singing first. I remember my dad, who owns a store in town.
Uncle Likes Music?
Uncle Likes, yes.
Yep, one of the very, very important institution in this town.
It is. Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, big deal, but kind of a
whatever. Big deal. No, I remember just being, as a kid, being raised on music, grew up listening to everything.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I got this little, what is it, those play school cassette singing little toys that you have as a kid.
Oh, yeah, with the little plastic microphone.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I had one too.
Yeah, they're pretty great. But there's a whole bunch of home videos of me, unfortunately, singing Barney and shit like that. My dad would creep up the steps and kind of poke his head up, and it's me just fucking singing my heart out to Barney. Is terrible.
Yeah.
But the singing came first, and then just started playing. I don't know, just started playing.
Do you know when? Can you remember?
Let's see. I had to have been I was in elementary school. I started playing cello.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it
all
started. Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
See, this is nice.
Yeah, well, that's what we're here for.
Yeah,
so I started with cello.
Started with cello.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, started with cello. Played that for a while. I hated it. I hated cello. Oh
I started with saxophone and I hated it.
Oh, you look like you'd be a good sax player, though.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, just cello. Started with cello. Ended up going to bass. I didn't want that either. I mean, I think I joined orchestra in junior high, and they need a bass player.
Okay.
They're like, you want to know what? You fucking pick up that giant bass. I'm 5'2". They're like, here, pick up this fucking upright bass.
Yeah.
I started playing it. I actually loved it. It grew on me. And then I joined jazz band in junior high because I had the hots for some dude that played the saxophone. Lo and behold.
Sweet. See,
yeah, there's something about saxophone.
Where it's at in grade school.
But yeah, so then I joined jazz band. I wanted to play guitar, but unfortunately they weren't giving lessons. So then that's when I started playing the electric bass. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I did that and started singing jazz for that, and yeah, here I am.
So you don't sing too much jazz these days?
No, God, no.
Do you miss it?
I do.
Do you really?
I do, yeah.
Do you think you still could?
Yeah.
If you were...
yeah, if I was super drunk and...
You had to be super drunk, or...
For the rainbow?
You were just tasked with somebody who's heard your voice.
Yeah,
which
I
is
could do it.
Phenomenal. If somebody just said, "Well, can you sing jazz?" and you said, "Yeah, I used to sing jazz," you could do it now. You think?
I think so.
Yeah. Would you like something like that?
I would.
I think that would be cool. That's actually something I didn't know about you as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, so music goes back all the way to your childhood, pretty much. Knowing Kevin, your father, and him owning the music store. What, you have a pretty big family too, or is everybody pretty musical? Yeah,
everyone. I mean, it wasn't forced upon us by any means, but our parents definitely wanted us to pick an instrument when we were kids. I think any parent kind of wants that.
Absolutely.
Pick an instrument. And I remember being in elementary school, they made you try out different instruments to see which one you'd be best at, which I just always thought was a weird thing. Mm-hmm. I thought it was a strange thing. But anyways.
It is kind of weird.
Yeah, here, try out these instruments. Nope, you're not good at that, but that's what you want? No, you're going to do cello. That's how I started with cello. But I guess it worked out. But yeah, so as kids, my parents really encouraged playing music, and I'm so happy for that. But I mean, hell, my brother Zach is a killer guitar player.
Love Zach, yep.
And no one really knows that. No one really knows that. He's
and he played with us in Kerosene Circuit toward the end there for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, he got to play the big show. He got to play Murder by Death.
The Murder by Death show.
That was his first show.
Mm-hmm. And last, I think.
Last show.
Did we play a show? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. I think that's a good way to go in. You play with a fucking killer band, and then you're done.
Yep.
One and done.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
So his record's really high.
Yeah. He is He'll be able to forever hold the distinction of the one member of Kerosene Circuit that never had a bad show.
Yeah, there you go.
You know?
It's true. That's
when you think about it.
Yeah, his reputation is like amazing right now.
Yeah, totally. All right, so and him being interested in guitar got you sort of interested in guitar?
Yeah, definitely. I remember he actually taught me. It's corny, but whatever. It's like a super easy song to learn. And I was young. And I remember he taught me Blackbird on the guitar when I was little because I was like, I want to fucking play guitar. Everybody learns that.
Yeah.
So I ended up learning that. And of course, I was that one asshole that was like, I would come to open mic and be like, yeah, I know Blackbird, like whatever. And I just like play it, like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But in reality,
meanwhile, there's a bunch of other like teenage
waiting to
girls
play it,
going,
like,
yeah, I know Blackbird too.
That's the only song I know. Like a bitch ruined it for us. But yeah.
But you also had the, added, advantage of being able to sing too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right? I mean, I'm asking.
Maybe. I think so.
Okay. So did
I'd
you
like to
did you
think
do
so.
that at open mic too?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
So that's how it started, like the performing bug. Mm-hmm. Like you started doing open mics.
Yeah, I started doing open mics. Even playing with like we had like jazz combo. Mm-hmm. It's so cool. But yeah.
Well, talk
so
about
we got
that.
Well, no, we would go to performances and like.
Who's we? You and
just like I couldn't even tell.
Like people from school?
Yeah,
you don't
from
have to
school.
say names, but
Yeah.
okay, cool.
I can't name names. It's like.
You can.
Well,
You
I
can
can't.
just say whatever you want.
Actually, I can't remember their names.
Yeah.
So
See,
I
hear
would.
that? People from Jazz Combo, Erin has become too big to remember your names.
those people, those people.
Right.
But yeah, so like we go out and we perform, and that was always fun. I mean, I always liked it. There's something awesome about it, and like I love playing bass too, because I'd be like just in the background. I didn't have to do anything. It was great.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's what you played in Kerosene Circuit.
yeah.
Did you? Okay, well, first, let me back up before I get too much into that. So, the Jazz Combo, this was high school.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
high school.
And you were singing and playing bass?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, in
Okay.
high school, I was playing upright bass and singing a little bit.
And when was it? Okay, so when was it? Like, was it during high school or like sort of after? Or like, give me a timeline on when you joined your first band.
Oh God.
Like that wasn't like, part of the curriculum at school.
It was like when I was 15, I'd say. Yeah. So
So you were still in school.
I still was in school, still in high school. It was either 15 or 16. Oh, God, I can't even remember. But it was with River and the Tributaries is when I first joined an actual band. And, like being young kids, I mean, we were all in high school. We were super young.
Yeah.
It was good. I mean, everyone that was in it was a very talented musician. So yeah, we got to tour quite a bit as kids, and that's always exciting. you
Really?
know?
Tour?
Yeah.
Where'd y'all go?
We went to we played out in Colorado a lot.
No
and that
shit.
that was fun.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we just like toured a little bit. Played in Colorado, down in New Mexico. That was fun too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that was like my first band that I was in.
First band setting, yeah.
Yeah, and it was good. I mean, it was good for, the age that I was. But I mean, other than that, I don't know. I never really like expected too much out of it.
No?
No.
Okay, so how long did that last? River and the Tribs was what, 2000?
It lasted too long.
Did it?
It totally did.
Okay. So in your mind, it's sort of like by the time you were ready to be done with that particular band, it sort of overstayed its welcome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it totally did. And, it just, it ended, and I was actually pretty happy about it. And that's when I got approached by good old KC. Mm-hmm. So it was nice.
Okay.
It was perfect timing.
So it was when you were around 15, 16 years old in high school still.
That's when we started.
To the time when you were about 20, 21.
Probably a little younger than that, though. Probably like 19, maybe. 19,
When you
20.
joined KC, you were 19?
I was 20.
20, okay.
When I joined
That's what I thought.
KC, yeah. But I was like, after I quit Riv and the Tributaries, I was kind of playing with other people. Like I played with Riv for a little bit, not that long. I think I played like one show with him because he was living in Iowa City and I was living in Dubuque. So it was just kind of like a pain in the ass to drive back and forth.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I think I did like one show that and you kind of call it quits. And then, you guys,
So yeah.
when I was
And then
20.
as far as I remember it, like we were already sort of this unit, and like we didn't have a bass player yet, and Erin was like, well, I know this girl, and you showed up to the first rehearsal or whatever, and we're like, yeah, I mean, like that fucking sounded good. So, and that band, that was 2010 to 2013?
3? Yeah,
3 years?
3 years.
I think 2013 was when we did the Murder by Death show.
Yeah. Yep.
And everyone, it pretty much dissolved after that for, whatever reasons. But, I mean, we had a good run.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
So what do you think? Like, compare your experiences traveling with Kerosene Circuit and with, before that, River and the Tribs.
Oh, God, it was completely different. Like, touring with Casey it was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
I agree. I couldn't agree more.
I mean, like, yeah, it had its ups and downs, but for the most part, I mean, that's holy shit. Like, one that makes me laugh right off the top of my head is what is it, Palmer's?
Palmer's in Minneapolis, yeah. The stage,
like,
it was like the size of a matchbox.
The stage is so tiny. We're like
Holy
just
fuck.
squished in this little corner. And like, it just makes me laugh just thinking about that. Like, we walk in, we're like, yeah, where are we playing? And then they point at a corner. And we're all like,
that's the
like,
stage?
are you fucking kidding me?
We're 5-piece.
Yeah.
That's I still call that the Alice in Wonderland stage because it's so tiny. Like, I still don't know how we did it. There's photographic evidence of us doing it, but I still don't know how we did it.
Sweaty mess.
But traveling with that band was a lot of fun. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. It was just a ton of fun, Definitely like being around everybody and especially you and Matt, just like good personalities. So it's just, that's what made it.
Crashing on floors.
Yeah.
We never did anything too strenuous where we were out like more than a week or whatever.
No, it was nice.
We weren't together long enough, and plus Roger with his family life or whatever, just wasn't in the cards. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And like I said before, we've talked about collaborating again. I think that would be fun.
I think it would be a lot of fun.
I mean, we already invented sort of alter egos for ourselves.
It's really great.
What is it? Go ahead.
It's Boots and Rooster. Rooster and Boots.
Rooster and Boots.
Well, I'm Boots. I'm speaking. You do it first. Rooster and Boots.
And Sharky.
Which
was that dog that was not ours at all, but we posed with him anyway. Pretended he was ours for the afternoon. But yeah, we should still totally do that. Maybe not Rooster and Boots, but
No, I still think it's good though.
Yeah.
It's kind of catchy.
You see, I mean, and not only that, but like you are, you're good at you've been doing solo shows for a while now too. How do you like that?
I like it. It's different. I mean, holy shit. It's so strange because I am. I mean, forever I've always been a bass player. I'd always stand back, play whatever songs that the band has, and I loved it.
Occasional
I loved
backup vocals.
Yeah, but like having to be like rely on myself, and if I fuck up, I can't turn and be like, yeah, good one, Jon. Like, fuck you. Like, get together. Like, I can't blame it on anyone. It's straight up me. So it's like,
right.
I don't know. It's fun. It's scary. It's new.
Is it the first time that you've actually done solo shows?
Yeah. I mean, like I would play once in a while, but never like a full-on show where it's like, okay, I have to put my songs together in a set list. And it's so weird. And I'm so bad at fucking, I even hate calling it banter, but I'm so bad at just like speaking to the crowd, like fuck banter, but it's like I totally got called out.
So you're just like awkward staring down. Yeah.
I totally got called out. There was it was a Sunday night that I was playing at the Lift, and I can't remember the guys that I played with, but one of them was Jake, who just moved into town not too long ago. But there were two guys from Nashville. It was so funny. So like, I didn't even say my name. I like grabbed my guitar. I just started playing my songs. And I got done. I started talking to these guys. And the way that we bonded is because I covered a Nikki Lane song. And it was really funny because they're like, yeah, you told the story about how you met Nikki Lane. Like, yeah, she's kind of a bitch. And that's funny. So that's how we started bonding. And they were really nice. And then they started like kind of giving me like critiquing our shit. And they're like, well, hey, just so you know, like, you should say like what your name is before you start playing your songs. And I was like,
And it
oh
hadn't
yeah,
even
I
dawned
didn't
on
do
you to say
it.
it?
Like, I didn't even do that. Like, whoops. Like, that's nice to know.
Well, he's probably right, but I mean, at the same time, like you're playing with a big group of people. What was it like? Were they there to see you, or was it like a?
It was a mix. I mean,
group jam?
It was a Sunday. Well, it's like, I don't know.
This was when you were opening for like.
This was, I don't even know. It was like one of the first Sunday shows that they were trying to do at the Lift. It was a Sunday night. I remember.
It wasn't the James Lag show?
No, it wasn't that show. It was like it was right before James Lag. They put like a little setup. They had like a little Bose system in the actual like bar area. And it was nice because I mean they had 4 people. It was me, Jake, and these 2 dudes from Nashville.
Maybe I don't know about this. I don't even know what you're talking
about. I think they did it. They only did it a handful of times, but it was nice because it was like very personal. You know, everyone's sitting in the bar, everyone's watching.
Yeah.
Just people perform.
Okay.
But yeah, it was.
So it's kind of like open mic,
It
but
kinda
on a
was.
different night. So
Yeah.
nobody was calling it
Yeah,
open mic.
and like Sunday nights get really weird at the Lift.
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
true.
I mean,
I've seen that happen.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why it's Sunday night, but it's Sunday night.
Okay. So out of one of those Sunday nights, is that what like sort of like I want to play solo because I'm not doing anything else? Sort of what's born, or
It was. I mean, like I always had my own songs when I was playing with Casey. I had songs that I've written, but I'm just like a very quiet person, so I never really talked about it.
Okay.
So I don't like talking about.
I wish you would have.
Myself. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, too little, too late.
Yeah, it's about how many years too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I never like to talk about it or be like, hey, I'm writing a song. You guys want to try and figure something out? But finally, you know, Casey got done. I love playing music. I really love singing, and not many people know that. So I was like, oh, I think it's time to kind of break out of my shell. And
I don't think we even knew that when you first joined the band. You joined just to be a bass player, and then all of a sudden, like, I don't know, it was like I'm going to take some of the Seven Williams, by the way.
Yeah, you take a little swig of that.
I think one day we were just like working on some melodies or something. I don't remember what it was, but like Erin or Roger or somebody asked you like, can you sing? And you're like, yeah, I can sing. And then when you did, we're like, yeah, you can fucking sing. Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you.
But I didn't know you. Like, so maybe though, like I'm only speaking for myself. I can't speak for everybody else in the band, but I didn't know you before that. So I didn't know, that you had been singing. You probably did you sing in River and the Tribs?
Oh, barely.
Because River stepped on you and didn't want you to have any of
just like a little bit of everything. I mean, yeah.
I'm trying to create conflict.
Yeah,
here.
I know. I love it. You know, catty.
Yeah, I'm trying to be catty.
You tell her. No, I don't know. It was weird. I mean, that whole entire band, that whole setup was just like a little strange, and there was another female in it, and I know that like her and River at the time were dating, and she likes singing a lot, so it's kind of like one of those easy things where it's like, you fucking sing and I'll just play bass. Whatever. Not a big deal.
So you never dated anybody in the band or anybody in a band that you've
I don't recall.
Been in?
Pass. No, I did. I dated
Pass.
Pass. No, I dated the drummer of River and the Tribs.
Oh, that was the guy from Do you not want me to talk about this?
No, you totally can.
Okay. Is that the guy that went on to be in Chasing Shade?
Yep.
Okay.
I love that you remembered it too.
Oh, I don't know. Because I saw them at one of those Monmouth farm parties or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
oh shit!
I didn't really meet him.
We played.
We
that.
did actually.
Yeah.
Kerosene Circuit did play one.
Yeah, and then Tim fell off the stage.
Who did?
Oh,
Tim. Yeah. Tim was the last one of the last guests that was in here.
Really?
Yeah, I should have brought that up to him. But yeah, he was like he followed us up because he was doing like a music video thing or whatever. And then he got so drunk that like I think he almost broke a camera and fell off the stage.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good time. That was fun.
That was a good time,
Yeah.
actually. And that was the same year that like Glimmer Blinken and Legal Fingers played it, I think. So
Yeah.
I played like 3 sets.
You
that
did.
night.
Man, I totally I forgot about that. I forgot that they played that show with us too.
Yeah.
Man,
Who?
I like to block Chasing Shade.
Oh, Chasing Shade. Yeah.
Chasing Shade.
Chasing Shade. So was it weird running into an old boo at that?
Old boo.
What was that, like 2010?
Oh, Jesus
2011? Something like that.
I don't even know. No,
remember
it's
either.
not. It's not weird. Jesus Christ, we're like kids. We're kids.
Okay.
When we dated. So no, it's not weird.
So did you even say hello?
No, I did one of these like,
Yeah, fuck that. You don't need
no,
to say
I did
hello.
totally say hi.
You did?
It's a polite thing. You
Well,
don't
anyway,
say hi. You don't say hi.
And take this for what it's worth, but I remember. I don't remember what they sounded like now, but I thought Chasing Shade was kind of shitty, actually, if I remember correctly. But I don't know about him. Maybe he
He's
was
a great
nice
drummer.
guy.
He is he's a very talented drummer.
Okay,
But
I believe you.
yeah, just drumming.
Drumming. Yeah.
Drumming.
Not good at the other things.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like being a boyfriend. Okay. Well, anyway. But what I wanted to ask is because, like, why we got into that history a little bit there, and I wanted to talk about your sort of solo, what you've been doing lately, is because I know that like you're sort of sought after. Like people ask me even like, what's Erin doing nowadays? Like after Kerosene Circuit broke up, like what's Erin doing nowadays? Like I don't can't you ask her?
You should just come up with like a really sad story.
Yeah. She actually lost her arm. I
Yeah.
can see her bartending right now. She hasn't lost her arm.
Like she doesn't want to talk about it.
But like people ask you to play with them all the time. Or maybe I'm wrong about that, but like do people ask you quite a bit? Like they ask me quite a bit like what you're doing. So
yes and no. I don't know.
I know
I
I can think of 3 or 4 people right off the bat that have asked you and you're still not playing with them. So like are you holding out for something or
No, I don't know.
I'm just curious.
I think
call my brother back is what I'm saying.
I love your brother.
I'm just kidding.
I fear change. Is that
No, so Ben
No,
is
it's
one of
just-
them, and
yeah.
I know like you were thinking about Nate Jenkins for a while too, and
Yeah, it's just I get, and my whole thing is like I'm a quiet person. I don't ever like to be in the limelight. I don't. So it's like I get weird when people like want me to play with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very like flattered, but at the same time it's just like I don't know. I get weird
I can
because
see
like
that.
it's out of my element. So then I get all nervous.
Right.
It's just I don't know. It's just how I've always been. That's why I was like a perfect fit for a bass player.
So you're saying that you would rather continue to like sort of be a supporting band member than like sort of I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Just know, like I do miss playing the bass. I really do. I loved playing the bass because it's like that's what I've been playing my whole entire life.
Yeah.
So it's like it's great, but also like I love performing and writing my own things because it's like I never really had a chance to do that with like with the bands that I've been in, and it's not a bad thing, but I just never really got a chance to be like, hey, here's my shit, like let's work on this. So it's nice. It's I love it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But being asked to be in a band with somebody, like that's not something that super interests you right now? Like a collaborative effort? You'd rather just kind of work on your own time and
I know I do want to play
yeah.
with other people. I know I just gotta
Good because
kick myself in the ass.
There's definitely a project in the works for you and I.
Yeah.
I think anyway. But
Well, I think so.
But yeah, like I know I've talked to a few people, and you are a solid bass player in addition to having a phenomenal voice. So that's kind of what I'm getting at is like like do you think that you'd rather sort of hone what you do with the solo act and maybe form a band around it eventually?
Yeah,
Or-
that's exactly. I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually. I'm a very slow moving person.
Yeah. And what about like as far as being like a like you said, like not being in the limelight, but like sort of being in the shadows as a bass player. Do you have the desire to do that again too?
Yeah, honestly, like where I'm at right now, I do. I miss playing. I miss playing more than anything. That's why it's like that's whenever I get an opportunity to play these solo shows, I'm all about it because I do. Like that's what makes me happy. It's just playing music. So yeah, I mean, definitely I could see myself forming a band with my songs, but I also see myself just playing with other people. I mean, I do. I need to get out of my comfort zone, and I know that. Yeah. But yeah, I can honestly see both. I just miss just getting down to the nitty gritty. I just miss playing music. I don't do that often. Yeah.
Not often enough, for sure.
Yeah.
I think you definitely should. Explore that because you do write good songs. I've heard some of your songs. I think you should explore that. Maybe form a band around you. Why not?
Fuck it.
I think there are enough people in this town, or even in another town. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah.
But what are you doing otherwise, like non-musically?
Other than that, non-musically.
Yeah.
I work at El May, bartend. It's amazing. I love it.
It's amazing, really.
It's amazing. Yeah. It really is. I was nervous.
How's it compared to like the?
I was just gonna say like Erin.
Sure. Yeah. Where we worked together for a while.
R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P. Where we worked together, and I witnessed, along with many others, you being sort of eye fucked all the time. And
what are you talking about? Like cut off little crop tops.
Whatever.
What?
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm making it up. Yeah, you and your dish rag shirt that you. So, what's the difference?
It's very what I love about it. So I was so nervous when I first started working there. I was really nervous because I was like, oh shit, I'm covered in tattoos. Like everyone here is just like so cute and nice and just. I don't know, I just didn't think I was going to fit in, but everyone there is super nice. It's like a big family. They told me that the minute I started working there, and it totally is. Like everyone cares about each other. There's never, and this is so weird, I never thought I'd ever say this about work, especially at a bar. There's never a bad night. There's never a bad night where it's like you get pissed off at someone for not doing something. Because at Erin, like, oh my God, there's always those fucking shitty nights all the time. Like I think every other night was just like hell. But
probably my fault most of the time.
Hell no. I'm
just kidding.
But no, it's awesome. I love it. Everyone's super kind. It's just it's a fun place to work.
Cool.
It really is. And then I'm also out at the motorcycle museum in Anamosa.
Yeah, that's kind of more what I want to hear about.
Yeah, it's that place is so cool, and it's so funny. I'll talk about it with people, and not many people know that there's a motorcycle museum in Anamosa.
I didn't know that until you told me that you worked there.
Yeah, it's great. Everyone there is so sweet. I'm learning so much. It's a really cool place. Even if you're not like a motorcycle enthusiast at all, like the history that they have, like they even have they have one room just dedicated to Evel Knievel. Like I love Evel Knievel. So it's like I walk in, like I get to be surrounded by that every day. Like I walk in, I'm always in like a shitty mood because it's like a 40-minute drive out there. Yeah. So I'm like, oh fuck, blah, blah, blah. And I'm walking in the back and I like get to walk by all this Evel Knievel shit. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Right. And it's super cool. I get to hang around, like just amazing. These bikes are honestly like pieces of art. They have like a chopper exhibit right now, and just like some of the choppers they have are like insane. They look like they don't make any sense, but they're absolutely beautiful, and it's cool. It's cool. That's awesome.
So that's let's back up a little bit. Then that's like another passion of yours is bikes, right? Mm-hmm. So talk about that a little bit. How'd that start?
You want to know what? It's so weird. I've always loved bikes. I have, and then my brother has this awesome little beat up CB 750. Yeah. I think it's just like it's so dirty and great. Yeah. And he started riding. I just thought it was really cool. I'm like, oh, my fucking brother's like, oh, cool, he's riding. Like, fuck, I want to do that. Like, I want to start riding. Yeah. Because I've always loved it. I've always loved the culture, just everything about it. It always fascinated me. So I purchased an old Triumph. out in like Ames for $1,000 in cash. I still can't believe it. I got it that cheap. It's stupid. I feel bad. I feel like I should like send that guy a letter. Like,
I don't
sorry,
think I knew that
man.
you got it for $1,000.
Yeah,
I've seen that bike.
like a straight up $1,000. No rust, nothing. All original. And it's a 73. Just a beautiful bike. And yeah, took it back. It wasn't running at the time, but my buddy Will, like, just grabbed it. You know, Will. He's
of course I know Will.
Sweetheart. But grabbed it and just got it up and running. And, you know, it kind of taught me certain things about, like, if you're ever on the side of the road, which was a very common thing for me. I was always on the side of the road. But, like, what to do. And that just, like, grew into, like, an obsession. I absolutely loved it. And once my bike was, like, reliable enough, and it was up and running, I would ride everywhere. And I mean, like, everywhere. I'd go up to northern Wisconsin, which is absolutely beautiful. I mean, like, very northern Wisconsin. To ride in there, it's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it's breathtaking.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
And I've just met, like, the coolest people. Like, and you never think in the goddamn, like, driftless area in Wisconsin that you're going to meet these really rad people, but you do.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, there's this guy, totally humble. His name's Joe. But just extremely wealthy. And I remember I was at this little motorcycle show in Wisconsin. I can't even tell you the town's name because it's so fucking tiny. But it was at a bookstore, and this bookstore was cool. It was just this giant warehouse. This guy had like tap beer that you can like just drink and look at all these amazing books. But he had this like 52 Vincent Shadow. Just like whatever, like just amazing, expensive bike.
Right.
And it's sitting there, and like my buddy was like, Erin, go sit on it. I'm like, God, are you fucking kidding? And he's like, no, go sit on it. And I did, and as corny as it is, it was fucking cool.
Yeah.
And this guy was so laid back. And then he like told me how much it was, and it was like I can't even recall how much it was, but it was like buying a house, basically.
Yeah.
But it was a bike. It was insane.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of fucking money. It's in between your legs. I just couldn't believe it.
There's a lot of money in that hobby, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Too.
But yeah, you meet the coolest people. Like,
have you run into a lot of people that like are, sort of, into your bike in particular?
Oh, God, yeah.
I love that
oh,
particular
shit. Yeah.
model. Or
so I actually went to this like British bike show up in Wisconsin. Wisconsin has a lot of cool shit. But anyways, up in Wisconsin. And it was so funny because I rode my bike up there.
Yeah.
And I should have put it in the show, but I never did. But
people, there's plenty of other shows.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. But the people that are like totally into British bikes they were at the show. Like here I'm thinking like it's gonna get rowdy. We're going to a British show, like fucking British bike show. It's gonna be awesome. No, they're all like these adorable old men and they're like campers.
I figured it would be.
Like in their campers with their cute little like Triumphs, like all polished up, and they're just it was funny. Yeah. It was really cute.
I've met a few of your biker friends through camping and stuff.
Yeah.
And Nathan, I guess.
Yeah, you knew Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan, I guess I knew already through, a guy that I used to be in a band with. But, a couple of the guys, that he rides with or whatever, like I met through you. And that it's always fun going up to Wisconsin.
It is.
Chilling for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And it seems like the circles to go to where they adore like vintage bikes and hot rods and shit like that.
Yeah, it's awesome. And like, I know that community is amazing. Like I said, I have just met the coolest people, and I love it. Like I put my bike in the Torque Fest.
That's
put
right.
it in Torque Fest,
okay.
And holy shit, the people like I remember. I will never forget. I parked it in front of Speak Holt, which is this place out of I want to say it's Detroit. But anyways, this is the sweetest people, and this woman that owns it. She saw me roll up on my Triumph, and she had an old Triumph too. And she just like grabbed me by the arm. She's like, "We're adopting you for this event." And they were the coolest fucking people. Like I remember Drew hung out with me. Drew hung out with me that whole entire show. And the guys that were hanging out with this Speak Holt people, they're from Boston. Nice. Oh my God, they were like...
Oh, I think I met one of the Boston people.
They were so funny.
Yeah.
They were like absolutely amazing. Drew and I were in stitches the whole entire time because they were just like, they're cool. Like that whole community is amazing. Yeah.
For the people listening at home, the Torque Fest is a yearly bike and hot rod sort of convention that they have out at the
huge.
fairground every year, and the guy that puts it on, John Wells, he's pretty heavy into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and he's so nice.
I often will get a booth to sell records out of there. So just just to sort of clarify what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then Retro Rewind too is
Retro
coming
Rewind
up.
coming up next month in January.
It's coming up so quickly, and it's so crazy because it's super nice. Like
for sure.
My bike is going to be in that show too.
Is it?
Yeah, and
okay.
I'm super excited.
Very rad.
I'm super excited, and that's always fun. Like how I remember when we worked at Erin Hedley, we had the Retro Rewind pre-party.
Oh yeah,
there
for sure.
Those guys are great.
And post party.
So like
went through a lot of PBR on those nights.
So many PBRs and so many banquets.
That's why I don't understand why the current management at the venue, I guess now is what it is, but they don't want to deal with the after party for that because it's such a great time.
It's an amazing time. The people are amazing. They're fun. They're like the greatest drinkers that you'll ever meet.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't understand it. No, man.
I'm the greatest drinker you'll ever meet.
You are the greatest. You are the greatest drinker I'll ever meet. I mean, we always have a good time. There's never a dull moment.
So, what do you like? Besides, is that pretty much where your passion is right now? Like, like if you could take, if you couldn't play music or whatever, like you always have this going on, or is it kind of the other way around?
Well, I mean, always like I know that I want to play music. I know that. I've always wanted to.
Okay.
I mean,
so that's
ideally, number one, ideally I would love to tour and just play music. Like that's what I love to do. But sometimes it's like you kind of get sidetracked with the thought of that world because it takes so much. Like a lot of people don't realize and I don't even realize sometimes how much that actually entails. So, motorcycles I absolutely love. Yeah. Like, I love the concept of working on them, the idea of building them. Just
what else are you doing? Like anything else artistically?
No. Other than that, just bikes and music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else that you kind of wish that you could be doing?
Actually.
What's in the future for Erin Hedley?
Oh, what's in the future?
Yeah.
Oh God, we're gonna be here all night.
Really?
No, it's gonna be short and sweet.
Start somewhere. It's gonna be short and sweet.
No, just playing more shows. Getting out there and
possibly collaborating.
Yeah.
Who would you like? Do you, are there people in town that you would like to collaborate with that you have not yet?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. There's so many talented people in this town. Like it's crazy. Like a lot of people don't even realize it.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree.
Yeah, I mean, how like with the old KC group, like just especially like you and Matt, that was like the best bond that I think I've had in a while with musicians. Were like you guys, like it was very solid. But I think one of my favorite people that and it was great. I opened up for Adam Fawcett.
Oh yeah,
at the Lift. That guy.
I still have not seen him live yet, but I need to. He's great.
Amazing. Yeah. He's amazing. Do you want to cry in public?
I mean, I don't not want to.
No, he's absolutely talented, and he is such a gentleman. He really is. He's such a fucking sweetheart. I opened up the show. He was up front, listening the whole entire time, just totally into it. And my brother likes to. He houses a lot of the bands that play at the Lift. My brother now has his own house. It's awesome. It's so nice of him. And
which he used to live upstairs,
above the Lift,
right above the Lift. And he was just sort of the default guy that would put up bands. But now he does it.
Poor Schroet, who had no say in it.
Yeah, his roommate Schroet.
No, yeah. Ooh. I remember getting drunk and leaving notes like, "Hey Schroet, this band's gonna stay with you. Sorry, XOXO Aaron." Yeah. Tucking it under his door.
They wanted to hang out with me, but now I'm gonna go home and sleep in my own bed.
Sorry, they might tear your place apart. Just makes me think of Black Actress.
Yep, yeah, I've been there.
But so yeah, I just played with him and Adam, and the guy that was selling his merch, and I cannot remember his name to save my soul. extremely talented guitar player. I never would have thought. Like, he was just like this, like, really sweet guy selling his t-shirts. He
wasn't playing with him or anything?
He wasn't playing with them. And Zach brought him back to the place, and I showed up, and Adam picked up guitar. We all started singing. Like, we started singing, and he was playing, I was playing. It was like the one time where I was like, oh shit, like, this is amazing.
Oh, man, I gotta catch that guy.
Hopefully it was amazing. And like,
he's been here twice. I have not seen him, and I have not seen your solo show yet. By the way, I will admit. But go on. We'll get to that. Yeah. Okay. But no, he's so talented, and it was the one time that I was like, oh man, if I could like sit down and actually like pick someone's brain and write something with him, it'd be that guy for sure. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's just everything. Like, he would start something and I'd start playing like a little bass line. Zach would start something. His buddy, who was a killer guitar player, who I never would have fucking thunk. Yeah. But yeah. And you opened for Jimmy Legg too, like not too long ago. Yeah. James Legg, I love that guy.
I love him. Yeah. John, he's so nice, and he's doing, like, last time I talked to him, he's doing so well. And we played
with him before too, Kerosene
Circuit.
Yeah,
we did. We played.
I think that's how it started. Us knowing him or whatever, but
yeah, we played.
How was that?
It was great. It was great. He's doing so well, and that makes me so happy because he deserves like nothing but the best.
For sure.
And and he
definitely been through some shit.
Yeah, too. He has. He really has.
I love that guy.
He sent me some like word of encouragement like after the show. Through Facebook, and it was just like really nice to hear everything that he said, and he's just like, I want you to know, like, I'm a fan, and it's like,
that's cool.
Oh, like, you're just so sweet. Yeah. Just want to hug you, little Southern man, just Southern man, I tell you. Yeah.
All right, so 5-year plan, like, what do you want to be doing? Within the next, let's say 5 years, like
next 5 years. Yeah. Okay. Definitely playing more shows. Yes, playing more
music,
shows.
Playing shows.
Playing out. I miss that more than anything.
What's that?
Playing out.
Playing out.
Touring.
Okay.
Yeah, just
touring. For sure.
I love it. And definitely more with motorcycles. I want to buy another motorcycle and build it myself. Yeah. That's like my 5-year plan. It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Pretty simple. Put food on the table, play some music.
You think you're sticking around here? I know there was some talk about you moving up to Wisconsin, but
I know there's a little banter. I don't know. For now, yeah. I definitely gonna stick around now. Mm-hmm. I don't know. In 5 years, we'll see. You never know.
You never know.
Right. Right now, Dubuque's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's growing too, which makes me like so proud of this town.
Yeah.
So, and you guys are doing awesome things. Like,
well, thanks.
This is amazing.
Appreciate that. Okay, so is any of your music available online?
No, not yet.
No?
Not yet.
I know you don't have your own personal Bandcamp page, but, And you can get Kerosene Circuit stuff, by the way. Like, I think I might have a couple of CDs out at the store still.
I might have some in the back of my Jeep.
I think there's a Kerosene Circuit Bandcamp, is there?
You can just give me money and I'll sing you a song, a Kerosene Circuit
That's true.
song.
That's probably the best way to hear Erin Hedley's music.
Give me $5.
Hand her a $5 bill and she'll sing you a fucking Randy Newman song or something.
It might get weird. Speaking of singing, by the way.
Yeah, please go.
I was going to learn a Christmas song.
You were gonna?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
First of all, you should already know a bunch of Christmas songs, as far as I'm concerned. But go on.
So I was gonna come in and sing a song with you
on RUI tomorrow.
No, just right now.
Oh.
But.
Oh, you want to do it right now?
Well, we don't have to do it right now because this is why. So I was gonna sing, like, I was learning the lyrics to sing "Baby, It's Cold Outside." I was like, oh, that'd be so nice to sing because I know how much you love. Yeah. Have you read those lyrics?
They're pretty rapey, actually. Of course I've read them.
They're terrible. I was like singing it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. It's like
he's talking about how beautiful her lips are. I'm like, "Oh no, bitch, you should not stay."
She should definitely not stay.
Don't stay. Do not stay.
No, do not.
Yeah,
stay.
so I was like, "This is gonna be so cute," and then I started reading it, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
It is a really beautiful song.
It is. It's beautiful.
Come off it.
Next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Okay, so nothing online. What about solo shows coming up? Got anything?
No, nothing right now.
Really?
Just writing some stuff.
So people listening,
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
book Erin Hedley.
There you go.
Please keep going.
But yeah, just writing some music. I would like to find some other people to play with because I do. I miss turning around and seeing some like smiling dudes or ladies by me.
Dudes or ladies.
Yeah, you never know. There's some ladies out there.
Well, I miss, playing with you for sure. And we should definitely do that sometime.
Okay.
Who
Deal.
knows what that's going to entail, but you know what? The sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned.
This guy is, I like your attitude. It's very good.
Hey, you know what? It's the Christmas season, and we should be positive. Also, in 3 weeks is a new year, so
It is 3 weeks. You gonna do anything for the new year?
I don't know, probably get drunk and
That's about it. Yeah, same here.
be an asshole to somebody by accident and then apologize for it the next day.
No, you don't apologize.
normally do.
It's a new year.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that'll be the
It's like
difference.
this is a restart
the next day I
button.
won't apologize. I'll be like, that's my resolution, dude.
Yeah,
I don't apologize.
That was fucking
anymore.
2015. That was me. That was me in 2015. It's 2016. I'm new.
No, I
That's
don't
a new
know.
guy.
I don't have any plans. Do you? No?
No, probably working.
Working? But your restaurant is not open that late, so
No.
after
Yeah,
that,
so then it's gonna get probably go to Paul's.
I really can't stay.
Maybe it's cold outside. But probably go to Paul's and just hug some locals bow.
That sounds
I don't know.
good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Some tender old guys and just cuddle into their neck and just cry a little bit.
All right. Well, since we're both going to be around for the holidays, we should probably hang out.
That
Let's
makes
do that.
sense. Let's do it.
All right. Well, do you have anything else to
No.
add to
No,
this?
this is perfect.
Yeah?
I see some whiskey that we should be drinking.
Yeah.
I think this is good.
I think we should do that.
Yeah.
We should finish this bottle off, and then we'll send you off to work drunk.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
All right. Well, I love you. Thanks for coming down.
Well, thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks. Okay, Erin Hedley. That was a great conversation. I'm glad that she was able to make it down. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you people. We did that before Christmas even. So I don't really remember much about it. Plus, I don't know what it is about the women that I interview, but we tend to drink whiskey together. And I forget a lot about that interview. But I do know that I was really hoping that she would talk a little bit more shit about the people that somehow force her to play with them. But that's she's a sweet person, and I guess that just wasn't going to happen. It wasn't in the cards. I really wanted her to take the gloves off, is what I'm saying. But anyway, it was a fun time, and thank you, Erin, for coming down and doing it. In terms of DAAC-related shit, we do have the January 29th show. It's Music Series 10, and that's going to feature Tyranny is Tyranny out of Madison, Wisconsin, and Snuff Queen and Young Indian from right here in Dubuque. It'll be Young Indians and Snuff Queen's debut show with us here in the Ruix space, so that should be a fun time. Also, Tyranny is Tyranny too, but hopefully... actually, I think they're going to stop in a little bit early and do a podcast interview with me too, so that should be fun. Beyond that, thanks as always for tuning into the show, and hit subscribe on iTunes because we got plenty more guests coming up, and check out the blog that I update regularly. Actually, I haven't. It's been the holidays, people, so give me a fucking break, will you? I will update it probably today or tomorrow, for the 2 weeks that I'm going to, spread it over because, there's a lot going on with my family and everybody else's family. But I hope everybody had a really safe holiday and a nice holiday, and Happy New Year. Actually, I don't know why I said that because this is going to air well after the new year. But either way, be safe, and thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.